Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a technology with a bit of a clunky name, but an absolutely incredible power, ICP-MS. Think of it as an elemental detective that can find one single specific atom in a sea of trillions. And believe me, it has completely changed how we understand our own bodies. So, how did we get here? Well, first, we're going to look at the scientific puzzle that really needed solving. Then we'll meet the revolutionary machine that just cracked the whole case wide open. We'll take a peek under the hood to see how it works, explore how it's solving modern medical mysteries right now, and finally, we'll ask, what's next? All right, let's start with the core challenge. Our bodies, they rely on this delicate, intricate balance of elements. Things like iron and zinc are absolutely essential for life, while others, like lead, can be super toxic. The problem? How do you even measure them when they're present in these invisibly small trace amounts?
This was the question that stumped scientists for decades. Detecting these trace elements was crucial for understanding health and disease, but it was just so incredibly difficult. It's kind of like trying to find one specific grain of sand on an entire beach. Where would you even begin?
So, before the 1980s, the best tools they had some major blind spots. One technique was easily fooled by all the other stuff in a sample. Imagine trying to taste one specific spice in a really complex soup. Another method had a really hard time telling similar elements apart, kind of like trying to distinguish identical twins in a crowd. Researchers knew they were missing something critical, but their tools just weren't sharp enough.
This challenge, this frustration, it led to an incredible breakthrough. You could call it a marriage of fire and precision. It combined the intense sunlight heat of a plasma with the pinpoint accuracy of a mass spectrometer. And this combination, it was going to change everything.
The journey from just an idea to a real working machine was a story of overcoming some huge technical hurdles. So after the initial research in the late 70s, it was a guy named Don Douglas who made the whole thing practical. He solved these persistent, annoying problems, like the tiny sampling hole getting clogged or electrical noise messing with the results. And this all led to March 1983 and the launch of the very first commercial machine.
And the demand? It was immediate. By the end of 1985, 30 of these units had been sold. Now look, 30 might not sound like much, but you have to remember, these were expensive, cutting-edge machines being sold to the world's top research labs. 30 units was a blockbuster. It was a clear signal that a revolution was happening.
And this quote just brilliantly illustrates the feeling at the time. The people who built it, the ones who saw its potential, they knew they were onto something that was going to have a massive impact across science and medicine. They could see the future.
So, how does this revolutionary machine actually work? Okay, let's take a look inside. It's a really fascinating process that turns a simple liquid sample into a precise elemental fingerprint. It's basically a two-part system. First, you have an atomic blowtorch, a plasma flame that's literally hotter than the sun that just blasts the sample apart into its fundamental atoms. Then, a molecular racetrack takes those atoms and sorts them by weight with incredible precision. So let's break down exactly how that happens.
It's this elegant four-step journey. First, a liquid sample, like say blood or water, is turned into a fine mist. Second, that mist hits the plasma and is instantly obliterated into individual electrically charged atoms, which we call ions. Third, those ions get pulled into the mass spectrometer, where magnetic fields act like a curve on a racetrack, separating the heavier ions from the lighter ones. And finally, a detector at the end counts each and every ion, one by one.
So, okay, we've got this incredible machine, but what can it actually do? This is where it gets really, really interesting, because this technology is being used to tackle some of our biggest health challenges. This is not some lab curiosity. This is a frontline tool in medicine.
Its applications are just vast. In biomonitoring, it can detect if a person's been exposed to toxic heavy metals. In neurology, it's helping us understand the role that elements like iron and copper play in diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And in oncology, it can profile tumors and even track how well metal-based chemotherapy drugs are actually working.
But maybe the most mind-blowing application is something called elemental bioimaging. By pairing the ICP-MS with a super high-precision laser, scientists can scan a tissue sample point by point. This takes us from just knowing what's in a sample to seeing precisely where it is, right down to the level of individual cells.
And here's the crucial point. We can now literally see the elemental signatures of disease. For Alzheimer's patients, we can visualize the buildup of iron right inside those toxic amyloid plaques. For Wilson's disease, a genetic disorder, we can actually map the dangerous accumulation of copper in the liver. And for prostate cancer, we can see a dramatic buildup of zinc in tumor regions. This isn't just data, you guys. It's a visual map of pathology at the atomic level.
And you know, the technology isn't standing still. Not at all. Its capabilities are continuing to expand at a breathtaking pace, opening up entirely new fields of research and brand new possibilities for medicine.
We are now moving into the era of single-cell analysis. Just think about that for a second. The sensitivity is now so incredible that scientists can measure the complete elemental profile of one single cell. This has created revolutionary new fields like mass cytometry, which is basically a way to tag different types of cells with unique metals and then count them one by one. It's giving us this unprecedentedly detailed map of our own immune systems.
This technology has revealed the elemental world inside of us in ways we never, ever thought possible. And as it gets even more powerful, it leaves us with a truly provocative thought. If we can see the very first chemical imbalances in a single cell, what diseases might we be able to predict and maybe even prevent before they ever have a chance to start? The possibilities, they're really just beginning to unfold.